السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
هناخد النهارده درس ايه؟
integer numbers.
أول درس في الكتاب.
هناخد lesson 1 و 2 هما سهلين جدا، هنقولهم مع بعض إن شاء الله.
تمام يا مس. بس هو احنا هنبدأ امتى؟
يعني 2 minutes كده وإن شاء الله هنبدأ.
مس إيمان،
يا مهند،
حضرتك ممكن تبدأ دلوقتي.
تمام أوكي. هي لسه دقيقة، يعني ممكن نستنى دقيقة كمان.
تمام ماشي.
مس إيمان السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. ازيك يا دكتور؟
ازيك عاملة ايه؟ لا ممكن نصبر فعلا دقيقتين كمان، صح كده؟ واهم حاجة بس نكون بنسجل، ومهند كده بيسجل لك، اهم حاجة التسجيل. اتفضلي. وبعد المحاضرة بأمر الله هخلي مهند يخش مع حضرتك ويظبط لك موضوع الاكونت ده. شكرا يا مس إيمان، اتفضلي.
معايا هنا وعمر وصالح. في حد حضر معايا قبل كده؟ حد
لا أنا لسه
كده؟
ما حضرتش.
تمام اوكي. طيب اوكي. Today we will talk about integer, the set of integer number. Okay. Did anyone know the smallest natural number? Yes. In
Yeah,
grade
0.
5. Yes, in grade 5, you know the smallest natural number is 0. The smallest natural number is 0.
And the smallest counting number is 1.
It's 1, yes. So if we need to start from the natural number, so we will start from 0, 1, 2, and 3. But if we need to start for counting number, then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Anyone tell me, are there any number less than 0? Okay,
Yeah.
wait. before your answer. Wait.
negative 0,
Wait.
negative 1, and
Wait,
and
before you
etc.
answer, when we go to any mall, we have the garage that's mean under the ground, so which is mean under the 0. Okay, so now we have the number less than 0. Okay, so look at this picture. This is cold, this is ice. Yes, like this. Now we have the two children with ice. The number, it will be below 0. If we have a number in cold, this is so cold as Russia, he live in the temperature under the 0. And if we make a diving, if we need to make a diving in sea, now, so we will take about the number less than 0. Now we have the ground is 0. Above the ground, it means positive. The number less than the ground, it will be negative. So yes, we have the negative number. Okay, so let's okay, let me make something for you. Okay. Okay, now if we put this number line, now we have the number line and yes.
أنا مؤمن لسه داخل.
Hello, Mu'min. Okay. Now this is called about integers number. About integers number, which is mean Z, the symbol Z. Now you take the natural number start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's called 0 and positive number. 0 and positive number, we talked about that before. That's called the natural number. Natural number, if we talk about natural number, so we will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But now we need to find a new set. A new set, which is mean the negative number. Negative number is the same number, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Now we have the same positive number in the other direction, which is mean negative number. That's called Z negative. Now, integers number.
Negative numbers is the same as positive number,
Yes,
but with minus sign or negative sign.
Yes, the opposite sign. Now, if we talk about 1, what is the opposite or 1? Huh? Who can tell me the opposite?
Negative 1.
Yes,
Me,
negative.
Saleh, negative 1.
Okay, Saleh, thank you. Now we have 1, so the opposite, it will be negative 1. Now if we have negative 3, Omar, the opposite of negative 3, it will be? Omar, the opposite of negative 3, it will be?
3.
What? 3, yes.
3.
So each number in positive is the opposite to the number is negative. But if we move to the right, the number, it will be increase. The all number more than 0, it will be increase. But if we move to the left, the number, it will be decrease. Okay, if we go about left, so the number, it will be decrease.
That means that negative 1 is bigger than negative 4.
It is more than, yes. Now I talk about that. Okay, the smallest positive number. Who can tell me the smallest positive number? Where is the smallest positive number? Yes, 1, not 0.
1. Teacher, we can say 0. We can say 0 because 0 is positive and negative at the same time.
Yes, you are super. 0, that's called not positive and nor negative. 0 is not positive. حد قاعد في النص كده مش ليه دعوة بيه. Not positive and nor negative. So the integer number consists of Z negative and Z positive and 0. So I can put it on this form like this. I can put it in this form. Wait to move this. Okay. I can put it with this form. Z equal Z positive union 0 union to the z negative. And I can put it by the same form if we add z positive with 0, which is mean natural number. Natural number union to the z negative. Okay, now we will make an quiz. Okay, who can tell me? If we cancel z negative from z, who can tell me? If we cancel z negative from z, so the answer it will be, Saleh?
Positive.
No, wait, again. Z consists of n and z negative. When we cancel z negative, the answer it will be?
N.
N, yes. Okay, super, okay. Hannah, if we cancel natural number, so the answer it will be?
Z negative.
Yes, z negative. Okay. Now, Omar, can tell me z positive intersection with z negative? There is any intersection between positive and the negative? There is any common number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, and -1, -2, -3, -4, and the -5. Tell me any common number between them. في أي common number بينهم؟ في حاجة مشتركة بين البوزيتيف والنيجاتيف؟
No.
Okay, so which is mean 5. Okay, which is mean 4. يبقى then the first lesson that's called about integer. What is the meaning of integer number? Integer number which is mean the greatest set. The greatest set which consists of z negative and z positive and 0. 0 is not positive and not nor negative. This is inside in the middle. Z positive, we have the same number in Z negative, but that's called opposite or inverse. Okay, when we move to the right, the number it will be increase. But when we move to the left, the number it will be decrease. 0, not positive and not negative. So I can put it Z on this form. Z equal Z positive union 0 union Z negative. But if we add z positive to the 0, it will be n. Anyone have any problem? Anyone have any problem?
No.
No, teacher.
Okay, let's complete. Okay, now this is z positive and the negative and 0 in between them like this. I said that before. Okay, we will complete this. Okay, now this is 0. That's called origin point in the middle, and the positive number in the right and the negative number in the left. Okay, now we will talk about, okay, let me talk about absolute number. Okay, what is the meaning of absolute number? Okay, absolute value. Okay, the absolute value.
Teacher, absolute is positive. يعني if we put -5 absolute, it will be +5.
Firstly, this is 2 column. That's called absolute. This is 2 column. That's called absolute. Absolute only we will eat in negative. Absolute only we will eat in negative. So -3. Absolute of -3, it will be 3. Absolute of -3, it will be 3. And absolute of -7, Omar, who can tell me? يلا يا عمر. Absolute of -7, the absolute we will eat in negative.
Equal 7.
Yes, equal 7. And absolute of 5, Saleh. Now we have already positive number. What can I do?
Yeah, it will be positive.
Yes,
it will be 5 also.
So, yes, so the absolute can't make anything for the number positive, but eating negative. Okay, tell me, if we have a negative outside the absolute, or the absolute can't eating this negative, because the negative, it will be outside. So the answer, it will be also -3. Okay, Now, if we have absolute number and the negative number outside of the absolute, so the absolute can't eating negative. Now, negative 3. ها هنا يلا هنا. The absolute we will eating inside negative or outside negative?
Can you repeat the question?
Now we have negative absolute negative 3. Did you see the question?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. Now negative absolute negative 3. Okay, I said absolute we will eating inside negative. Yes?
Yes.
But outside negative is still without any change. So this is negative, still negative. But absolute we will eating inside negative. So the answer it will be negative 3. Okay, solve another one. You can solve another one. Negative 7. Tell me how can solve it.
Okay, the negative inside
Yes.
the
absolute
will disappear.
Yeah, will disappear because the absolute we will eating negative. Super. Okay. Huh. And
the outside negative will stay.
Yeah, the negative of outside is still negative because the absolute can't eating outside negative. Huh. Anyone didn't understand anything to explain it again? Okay, now let me...
teacher.
Okay, now let me make a differentiation between belong and doesn't belong and subset and not subset. Belong and doesn't belong and subset and not subset. Okay, now we have 3. This is element and this is natural number. -5 and z positive. Absolute -7.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
أنا
سما؟
مين؟
نعم.
أنا يوسف رافع إيدي يعني. أيوة يا مس أنا سامع.
تمام يا سما. أوكي. حاضر يا يوسف. أوكي. طيب سما أنت لسه داخلة دلوقتي؟ تمام. أوكي. طيب ركزي كده، احنا لسه في أول لسه.
Okay.
Okay. Now we will explain the meaning of the symbols. Belong, that's called belong, and doesn't belong, and subset, and not subset. Okay, now this is 3 called elements. 3 which called element and the natural number. Yusuf, can you tell me 3 belong to natural or not?
Belong يعني.
Yes, belong. So if we have an element without any brackets, which is mean element, so we will put belong. Okay. Omar, -5. -5 belong to or doesn't belong to z positive?
Doesn't belong.
Yes, doesn't belong because this is negative number and here this is positive number. Okay, absolute -7 يا صالح. Now we have absolute. Can you explain what is the meaning?
It will be +7.
Yes, it will be +7 because the absolute we will eating a negative. So 7 belong or doesn't belong to integer?
Yeah, belong to.
Belongs to. Okay.
Anything is not a fraction, it belongs to.
Yes.
Now to integers.
Okay. Now we have 2/7, and who can tell me 2/7 belong or doesn't belong? Now we have 2/7. Yeah. Okay. Say 2/7. This is a fraction.
Not belong.
Okay, doesn't belong. Now we need
doesn't belong.
when we can put subset or not subset. Like this, 2 and -5. This is called the set with a
Teacher,
bracket.
can I say subset we put it in Arabic?
Now we
Because I
have
can't say it in English.
Okay, say.
ينتمي يعني
لا هي
to
لا
subset to negative z.
دي belong ودي
negative
doesn't
2.
belong. دي 2 و -5. Subset from Z or not?
Okay.
Subset or not subset? 2 and the -5?
Not subset.
Not subset.
Not subset.
Not? Why? This is integer number which is called 0, 1, 2, 3, and the -1, -2, and the -3. This is the greatest set. Included 2 more number. Any number included to Z, not a fraction. يعني كل النمبرز موجودة في Z بس الفراكشن لا. فهتكون 2 -5 subset or not subset؟ 2 -5 اهي 2 already موجودة اهي. وهنا -5 already موجودة فهتكون subset. طيب answer the next also. 1 and -½ Okay, subset from Z or not? Tell me. 1 and the -½
Not subset.
Not subset. Why?
Because we have here -5. It
Yeah,
shouldn't be a fraction.
But this is a fraction. Integers, all of integers, there is no fraction. Okay? Now, now we will explain how can represent on number line. Look at with me. Represent on number line. Okay, the first one, 3, -1, 2, -3, 5. If we need to represent to the number line only, we will make a number line like this. And we will put 0 in the middle, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. This is the positive infinity. The all number positive here and here negative number, -1, -2, and the -3, and the -4, and the -5. Okay, now only we will do the circle. This is 3. Where is 3 here? This. So we're gonna be to make a circle. -1. Where is -1? This is -1. Only to make a circle. 2. Where is 2? This is 2. Only to make a circle. -3. This is -3. And the last one is 5. Now I can make a represent on number line. Only we will draw the line and put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, -2, -3, -4. And finally, we're gonna be to put the circle to each number. And كل number, we will put the circle. Okay, understand? Understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we need to make -1,
Yes.
0, 1, 2, and 3, and so on. Okay, this is maybe different. Like this. Okay, we will make. Okay. Now we will put 0 in the middle. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, -1, -2, -3, and -4. Okay, now we have a number with the order -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3, and now we have so on. So I can put the same number. So we will make array with this direction to prove that now we have a more number. في numbers هنا لسه احنا مش عارفينها فموقفناش. هنا كان خلاص عمل stop للnumbers. But here now we have a more number. So we're gonna be to make array to prove that the number, it is infinite number, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, understand? Okay, huh? Time, okay. Okay. Now who can tell me this is a negative 3? The opposite of negative 3 it will be? Who can tell me? The opposite of negative 3 is
3.
Yes, okay. This is the exercise for the opposite to making a revision. Negative 3, the exercise that will be, okay. Active and exercise, okay. Both. Okay. مايك عند حد؟ Okay. Put inverse or negative 5. Okay. Only raise your hand. If we need to answer with me, only raise your hand. مؤمن؟ يلا يا مؤمن. The inverse for negative 5.
Miss.
What is the inverse for negative 5? The inverse, it means the same number but the sign different. يعني هنا ده negative 5 هو زيه بالظبط بس يكون اسمه 5. هنكنسل النيجاتيف. تمام؟
Okay.
طيب قول لي كمان واحدة. negative 7. The inverse of negative 7.
7.
Okay, it will be 7. طب لو عكست وقلت لك the inverse of 9.
9.
لا. هيكون
negative 9.
Yes. The inverse, the same number but the sign difference. Okay? Understand? Okay. Now we need to make a comparing between two integers. Okay. Let me make a comparing between two integers. Okay, I said when we move to the right, the number, it will be increased. This is the positive number, and this is the negative number. And when we move to the right, the number increase. But when we move to the left, the number, it will be decrease. Okay? Right. Now, who can tell me 3 is the greatest or 5? Only raise your hand. I will call Hannah. Okay. Hannah?
Yes.
Yalla Hannah. 3 or negative 5? Which one the greatest?
3. 5. 5.
5. Okay. This is the number. This is the 2 positive number. If we have the 2 positive number, so the 5 is more than 3. Okay. Now we have 0 and 7. Okay. Only raise your hand. مؤمن. مؤمن. 0 or negative or 7. 0. Okay, 7. Okay. But now, if we have, look at with me. Okay, -1 or 5. Now we have negative number and positive number. The number, if it is positive, belong to Z positive, must be more than the number belong to Z negative. Now, who can tell me which one the greatest, -1 or 5? Hannah?
Can I answer?
Yes.
حاضر, okay. -1 or 5?
5.
5, okay. Haitham,
Yeah.
how are you? Now we have -2 and -10. Now this is the two negative number. I said when we move to the left, the number it will be decrease. Can you tell me which one the greatest number, -2 or -10?
-2.
-2 is the greatest. You're super because this is close to the 0. When we move to the left, the number it will be decrease. Okay, now who can answer -3 and -12? Okay.
Can I answer?
حالا حاضر.
Yes. Please.
اوكي مش عارفة هو النت خرجني صح؟ هلو.
أنا
Hi teacher.
أنا بيس.
اوكي هو تقريبا النت خرج. طيب اوكي قلنا مين كان عاوز يجاوب؟
أنا سامع.
اوكي wait. اوكي ها -3 or -12?
-3.
-3, okay. So I said if we move to the right, the number it will be increase. But if we need to move to the left, the number it will be decrease. Now we have -100. Okay, -100 and 0. Oh, who can tell me? Huh? -1 or 0? Okay, tell me.
0.
Eh?
5.
I know, miss. I know.
Okay, this is -100 and this is 0. Which one is the greatest?
Are equal. Are equal.
No, no, no,
Equal.
no. Wait. Now,
Can I answer?
okay, wait بس
Me
explain.
teacher, I didn't answer.
حاضر, okay. هنا في 0. Zero in the middle. And there is here -100. Why equal? The -100, I said when we move to the left, the number it will be decrease. When we move to the left, the number it will be decrease. So -100 is smaller than 0. Okay, understand now? Understand now? يبقى -1 or 0?
0.
Okay, 0 is the greatest number. Okay. طيب في شريف وفي رودينا صح؟ حالا هكتب لكم الأسئلة بتاعتكم حاضر. اوكي طيب شريف وبعدين رودينا. -12 and negative absolute -12. يلا شريف. طيب رودينا سامعاني؟
Yes, miss.
Okay, negative 12 or negative absolute negative 12. Tell me the absolute. What can I do for absolute? Absolute. We will eating negative. الابسوليوت الأول بيبقى eating negative. Okay? Eating inside negative.
Yes.
Okay, so this is negative 12. And the absolute, if we eating inside negative, so still negative 12. Tell me which one the greatest. This is negative 12 and this is also negative 12.
Equal.
Equal. يبقى look at with me again. Now we have negative 12. Absolute negative 12. The absolute we will eating negative. Okay? But the outside negative is still without any change. طب اوكي رودينا قولي لي دي كمان. Negative 4 and absolute negative 4. ها. What can I do for absolute?
The absolute eating the negative.
Yes. So this is 4 and this is negative 4. So tell me which one the greatest, positive number or negative number?
Positive number.
Yes, positive number. You are super. Okay. Find. Okay. Find. Absolute negative 3 plus.
Miss, I don't understand this.
Which one?
Like the first one, I don't understand how it work.
في find ولا في comparing?
In comparing.
Which one? Tell me. Huh? Which one?
Yeah,
Here?
like the one on top. Yeah, this.
This negative 4 and the absolute negative 4.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Now this that's called negative 4 and this is absolute negative 4. Okay. Now I talk about absolute and I said absolute only we will eating negative. الابسوليوت كل اللي بيعمله ان هو بيعمل eating للنيجاتيف. So the absolute negative it will be 4. Yes. And this is negative.
Okay, I understand now.
Okay. Now this is negative 4 and this is 4. So the answer it will be 4 is more than. Now tell me.
This is 4. This is 4. It will be normal 4 because negative 4 is negative.
Yes, this is smaller than 0, so it will be negative.
Yeah.
Now tell me negative 2 or negative absolute negative 2.
I can't use it.
Answer now. Absolute. What can I do for
Or negative 2. It will be negative 2 in brackets. Like negative. Yeah, this one.
We will eating negative. Okay, and the negative outside is still negative. Yes.
And the negative outside will still be, so it will be equal.
Yeah, this is negative 2 and this is negative 2, so it will be equal. Okay,
Yes.
now absolute negative 3 plus absolute negative 2. Absolute negative 4 multiply negative 5. Only if we need to answer, only raise your hand. Number 3, negative absolute negative 20 divide absolute negative 4. Okay.
Yes.
مش عارفين ايه النهارده.
أهلا بيس.
Hello. The share is appear. الشير واضح؟
طيب
طب اوكي صالح. negative 3 plus absolute negative 2.
Again, teacher.
The first one.
Mhm.
Absolute negative 3 plus absolute negative 2.
5.
Okay, now we will eating a negative. It will be 3 plus 2. It will be 5. Okay, Omar. Absolute negative 4.
Yes.
Absolute
لا
negative.
الشيء مش شغال.
مش شغال؟
الشيء مش شغال.
Okay. كده ايه؟ واضح؟
اوكي شغال كده شغال.
ايه شغال احنا شايفين دلوقتي.
تمام اوكي. Now number 2. Absolute negative 4 multiply negative 5. ها؟ صالح؟
ثواني.
تمام.
Yes, teacher. Again.
Negative 4 multiply negative 5.
Negative 4. You said the absolute negative 4. It will be 4 multiply negative 5. It will be negative 20 because we will plus 4. Negative 4 plus negative 4. Oh, sorry. 5 negative 5 multiply plus negative 5. It will be 10. But we will add in another 5 that is negative. That will make it 15. It will be 20. Positive 20. Positive 20. Sorry. Positive 20.
Okay. 4, this is the absolute. We will eating a negative, okay? And this is negative with 5, so 4 multiply negative 5, it will be 12. Okay. Haysam?
نعم يا بيس.
Negative absolute negative 20 divide absolute negative 4. Tell me, what can I do for absolute?
يا بيس.
قول لي الابسوليوت هيعمل ايه؟
الابسوليوت هيبقى 20.
Okay, we will eating negative, yes. And the outside negative is still without any change. Divide
4.
الابسوليوت هنا برضو.
هيبقى كده هتنزل 4.
Okay, so now we have negative 20 divided by 4. Negative 20 divided by 4 equal?
5.
Negative 5. Because negative number divide positive number, it will be negative 5. Okay. Okay. So now I will talk about the summary for two lessons, lesson 1 and lesson 2. Lesson 1, I talk about integers number z, which consists of z positive and z negative and 0 in the middle. Now, if we add z positive with 0, which is mean integer, so I can put z integers like this: z equal z positive union 0 union to the z negative, or I can put it natural number union z negative. Okay, this is the first lesson. Talk about integer and talk about the inverse. I said the number line. Now we have a number line, 0 in the middle and Z positive in the right and Z negative to the left. And I said when we move to the right, the number, it will be increased. So the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. -1, -2, -3, and so on. Now, each number in positive direction have inverse number in negative direction. So 4, the inverse of 4, it will be -4. The inverse, which is mean the same number but the sign different. -4. The inverse of 2, it will be -2. So the inverse, which is mean the same number but the sign different. Now, who can tell me 0 positive number or negative number? Who can tell me?
Between them.
Only raise your hand. 0 is the positive number. Ahmed Karim, tell me 0 is the positive.
Yes, me.
Huh.
I can't hear you well. Can you say again?
0 positive number or negative number?
No, it is not this or not this. It's from the integer numbers.
Yes, you are super. Belong to only integer number, but this is
Yes.
not positive and nor negative. It is in the middle of a number line, and the positive number to the right and the negative number to the left. So the inverse of 0, it will be also 0. The inverse of 0, it will be also 0. And after that, we talk about absolute. And I said the absolute eating inside negative. The absolute eating inside negative, so the answer, it will be 3. But outside negative, the absolute can't eating this, so it will be -5. Then the absolute, we will eating inside negative, but outside negative still without any change. Now, who can tell me like this? Absolute x equal 3. Who can tell me the x? Only raise your hand. X. Only raise your hand. Rudaina. Can you guess x? It will be what?
3.
3. Yes. X equal 3. Or
3 negative.
yes. Or -3. Since انها كانت positive number والابسوليوت معرفش يعمل حاجة، او انها كانت negative number والابسوليوت اكل النيجاتيف. اوكي. هيثم.
نعم.
X equal 8. Can you tell me X equal what?
تساوي 8 8
or
absolute 8.
-8. Yes. يا اما انها كانت 8 او -8. اوكي. طيب اوكي. هيثم، احنا خلاص بنات على هيثم. صالح. اوكي تمام كده. صالح.
Yes, teacher.
-3
Yeah.
plus negative absolute 7. Okay. Can you find this answer?
Absolute -3 plus 10.
It will be 3. Yes. And the absolute -7, it will be 7. 3 plus 7 equal 10. Okay. Thank you. Hannah, -10 minus absolute -9. Hannah?
1 equal 1.
Okay, tell me the absolute of -10, it will be 10, and absolute.
And the absolute of 9 will be 9.
Yes, 10 minus 9 equal 1. Okay, now أشوف كده في هنا أي okay. Who can tell me the greatest negative integer number. مين أكبر integer number في النيجاتيف؟
Teacher, can I say?
اوكي طيب عمر. The greatest negative integer. Can you tell me?
-1.
Yes, -1 is the greatest negative integer. Okay. Now the smallest positive integer. رودينا اوكي قولي.
1.
1. Okay. Let me talk about something. It will be easy. Adding integer. If we have two positive numbers, so the answer it will be positive, like this. 3 plus 5. This is positive number plus 2, the positive number, so the answer it will be positive number, which is mean 8. Okay, and next one. 2 plus 5. Who can tell me this is positive number plus positive number? This is easy, I know. Haytham?
ده بيس
2 plus 5 it will be?
7.
Yes. Now, this is positive number plus positive number, which is mean positive number. And by the same way, if we have two negative number, it will be negative. Now, -3 plus -5. So this is negative number plus the negative number, it will be -8. Negative plus negative, which is mean negative. The same. 3 plus 5, 8, and the integer number, negative and negative. Okay, Rodina, -4 plus -2. This is negative.
It will be -6.
Yes, -6. Now, only we will add the two negative number, but the sign the same two number. This is negative and the negative, so we will put negative. Positive and the positive, so the answer it will be positive. But if we have the difference, what can I do? Okay, like this. -3 plus 5. Okay, let me explain it on number line in the first. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and -1, -3, -4. Okay, this is -3. Okay, let me stand on the -3 on a number line like this. And this is +5. If we have a positive number, so we will move to the right. Now we will move to the right 5 steps like this. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yes, so the answer it will be 2. Again, stand on -3 like this. On -3 like this. And move to the right because this is positive number. So -3 plus 5. So we will move from -3 to the right 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer it will be 2. Understand? Understand now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me make another one. -4 plus 3. Okay, now this is the number line. And this is 0, nah, -1, -2, nah, -3. Tell me, where is the problem? -4. Okay, now Omar, Omar, now we will stand on -4. Yes. And we will add to 3. Move to the right or move to the left?
Right.
Yes. Count with me to the right, 3 steps. 1, 2,
2, 3.
3. So the answer, it will be?
-1.
Yes, -1. Okay. Negative. Another one. -1 plus 5. Who can move with me? صالح. يلا يا صالح.
Yes, teacher.
Now this is 0, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Okay. Now we will stand on -1. And tell me, +5, we will move to the right or we will move to the left?
I can, teacher.
This is +5. -1 plus 5. Now we will stand on -1. Tell me, move to the right or move to the left?
To the left, of course.
Move to the
Left, of course.
why? This is positive number.
You said that you want to go to -5.
No, this is 5, not -5. -1 plus 5.
Yeah.
This is
-1 plus 5, it will be 4. We will go
yes.
5 steps for
3,
right.
4, 5. Yes. When we move 5 to the right, so the answer, it will be 4. Anyone have any problem here?
Yeah. هشوت.
Okay. The last one.
بس شكله مش حلو، هو مش مستوي. أنا بحبه يبقى طري.
هو ايه ده؟
شوية عشان
Mute your mic.
ينفع الوجم.
Mute your mic. ايه
Sorry,
ده؟
teacher.
Okay. 3 plus -5. Who can answer with me? هنا. يلا يا هنا.
Yes.
هنا 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here -1, -2, -3, and -4. Now we will stand on 3. Yes? And
Yes.
we need to make plus -5. Tell me, we will move 5 steps for the right or for to the left? This is negative.
Left.
Yes. Count with me to the left. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer, it will be
2.
-2. When we move to the left, the answer, it will be negative. Okay? When we move to the left, the answer, it will be negative. But when we move to the right, the answer, it will be positive. Now we have 3 ways. If we have 2 positive number plus positive number, it will be positive. But if we have 2 negative number, negative plus negative, it will be negative number. Okay? But in the final, if we have one of them positive and the other negative, so we will make minus because we will move the opposite direction. Move to the opposite direction, then we will do minus. And we will take the sign of the greatest number. Okay? Anyone have any problem?
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for listening. See you soon.
بس بس